Ukraine forces have invaded Russia's Belgorod Oblast, and it looks like they punched through the defenses. As of now, they control almost 1,300 square kilometers of Russian territory and 100 settlements, including the full control of Sudza. The Russian Defense Ministry says the situation on the border remains difficult but under control. But Belgorod's regional leader says otherwise. Now, this is important because Ukraine last week tried to invade Bryansk and they got repelled. Russia is not having the same kind of success in Belgorod. Ukraine has a means of launching attacks into Russian territory right here in Kursk, and it looks like they're trying to do the same here. And like I said, my guess is that Ukraine wants to completely shut out the entire Russian border of Ukraine so Russian forces can no longer reinforce their troops in their invasion. Let's see if Ukraine succeeds. Well, Russian forces have been making gains in the Pokrovsk region of Ukraine, but Kremlin forces have already pulled out 30,000 of their troops from the Ukraine front to fight in Kursk. So Russia is making a gamble with lessening their assault on the south of Ukraine in trying to keep taking up the north. But now Russia has to contend with the fact that Ukraine has successfully tested its own ICBM. That stands for Intercontinental Ballistic Missiles, and Ukraine was not allowed to use any of those made by NATO to fire into Russia. NATO has been protecting Russia, allowing them to fire all the intercontinental ballistic missiles they wanted into Ukraine, but they wouldn't give Ukraine a means to retaliate in the same exact fashion. But because Ukraine has their own, that changes things. They can fire at least into a radius right beyond this dashed line. Yesterday, I mentioned how they released their drone/missile called the Palyanitsia. And while Russia has claimed that they've been destroying Ukraine's F-16s, Kyiv has been flying those same planes to shoot down Russia's air attack in Kyiv yesterday. While 35 Russian drones and missiles did land in Ukraine, 201 of them were shot down. And now that Ukraine has an increased capacity for air defense and massive air attacks against Russia, they are having a meeting with the White House in private on increasing the radius of strikes they're allowed to put into Russia. If that happens, Ukraine's current list of 17 possible Russian targets in the country can expand to 250. And the only thing keeping Ukraine from attacking all of these bases is Russia's protection from NATO. On a tactical standpoint, it doesn't make sense. Why on earth is NATO allowing Russia to bomb Ukraine as much as it wants, but they limit the amount of response that Ukraine can give? Yes, of course, Russia has been threatening nukes for over 2 years. Sergei Lavrov just gave another update that, oh look, Russia's doctrine on the use and deployment of nuclear weapons is currently being refined. They come out with this statement, once every 2 months. My name is the Geo Hussar, and this is a table of Russia's current losses as of August 27th today. Give me a follow, and thanks for watching.